going to show you how to run DashBook on Mac OSX. Similarly, you can do this on Linux with using a system called Wine. Let's go to a web browser and go to dashbook.com. Here we have, see here, run on your local PC or Mac. This or possibly the blog site, but there may be newer ones. Go to our blogs page about setting DashBook up to make a DashBook app. So the first thing it says to do is go to Get Wine Bottler. You might use Crossover, but I use Wine Bottler, it's free. We're going to choose the 1.8 or higher version, not the 1.6. So it says it's going to go to an ad page after 5 seconds. Skip ad. What's going to happen is it's going to send us to a page that, if you're not careful, and I wasn't the first this just recent time, you just hit download here. Now we don't want to download media downloader here. What we want is the skip ad, as that instruction told us to do. So here, and we don't want to download from doc to PDF. It will either start immediately, or we're going to click this. There, it started after a few seconds. And it says it's going to take a few minutes to get that downloaded. If we glance back at our blog while that's downloading, it says choose 1.8. This only works on Intel based Macs. And it says what to, copying both Wine and Wine Bottler, which will come together into your applications folder, not necessary. And it is critical, though, to have your gatekeeper allow non-App Store apps. That may have already been set on my system. The next thing we will want to do, this is still downloading, is to download the DashBook trial. You can go to DashBook, choose Download Now, and try DashBook. Here I'm going to put my email address and choose to download DashBook. So now this is a setup exe that's meant to run on Windows, but we're going to run Wine Bottler and point it to the setup exe. So let's see, when we run this DMG, we're going to get Wine and Wine Bottler. So I'm going to copy Wine over to Applications and copying Wine there. Where's my other one? And I want to copy Wine Bottler to the Applications. Then they'll be ready to run. Okay. And we also have the setup is currently in the download folder. So now, under Applications, we should have Wine App and Wine Bottler. We won't need to run Wine App directly. It's just support system for Wine Bottler. But let's check the blog. So download the trial. Do not run the setup exe. We're going to use it. Run Wine Bottler and go to Advanced. So in our Applications, we're going to run Wine Bottler. Is an application downloaded from the web? Are you sure you want to open it? Definitely. I guess my gatekeeper isn't set up for that. Now on Wine Bottler, there's a number of things it's already set up to know how to install, such as IE and other things. We're going to go into Advanced and set it up to run DashBook. Interesting. These are all prior setups I've done. I am not sure how to point to another location. Okay, this is the setup I want, and I'm pretty sure I can't just drag and drop it there. So my user is GPC Mac Pro 1. So let's go back to Finder and Let's see what we can do here. I guess, can I be able to type? No, this is, oh, okay, we don't need to read, this is a speed up creation. This is a prefix template is a setup like this that's prior. This is the one I wanted, select file. We want to select the file to be in the app, and we want it to be the installer. Here, execute file, it's going to execute it. So let's go to select file, and under downloads is that setup.exe. Today, we're at the end of July 2016. It's about a 26 megabyte setup, and that's what we want. So now we have users, GPC, that's me, Mac Pro 1, download setup. That's the right one. We do want it to run as if it were XP, and we definitely need the Mono and the Gecko, whatever those things are. And we could choose to empty this install space. Now the next thing that's important after we have the setup.exe chosen and execute installer XP, and we definitely need the .NET support and this other, is we have to choose what's called wine tricks. There are 4 wine tricks listed on our blog site. These here, .NET 40, Jet 40, MDAC 28, and IE8. So let's go back. And we can type in the search here, .NET 40, so we want that one. There was some Jet, as I recall, Jet 40. And you can switch back and forth. MDAC 28. And then IE. We don't want this KB, knowledge-based security update. That's not what we want. So let's back it up and type Internet Explorer. Spell it correctly. Now we have IE6, IE, we don't want that one. And what's going on is we're not seeing scroll bars in the system very well. I'm not used to that with being from a Windows. So IE8 is what we want. That's the latest one. So now we have all 4 wine tricks in there. Let's verify. .NET 40, Jet 40, MDAC 28, IE8. Great. The next is the image. You can expand this to see the detail. Unfortunately, it won't show you all of the wine tricks. And we have hide most dialogues. That's pretty critical. It makes things easier. You don't have to answer so many questions. Normally I do self-contained because I was trying to make something, one big package that you could simply download. It's huge, and I haven't gotten a lot of good feedback on that working right now. Personally, I consider this, say, financial SoftWorks. Not this part isn't critical. And then DashBook. This is definitely copyright Financial SoftWorks LLC, but this isn't critical. So the things that we needed, again, XP, this long list of wine tricks. Okay, I see it's not. I'd like to be able to see which ones I've chosen. This system, unfortunately, doesn't make that easy to see today, the 1.8 system. So now it's going to take a while to install. We're going to save the app as, how about just DashBook? Right now, I guess it's going to save it in the download section, so maybe we should change it to be the application section. DashBook, that's good. You can see here I had a prior one called DashBook via Wine. I should have deleted that. I'm going to say new DashBook new run so that we know that this is a totally different one. .app. And it's going to take quite a while to create it. Maybe it'll take less time since I didn't include the Wine app. But I'll see. We'll just sit there and go through it all. It can take quite a few minutes. Again, what's going on is DashBook is designed for Windows. Most of our clients have been using Parallels or VMware Fusion to run DashBook. And lately there have been other forms that clients are using, such as Amazon Workspaces, which makes a virtual PC on the web. So if you wanted to be able to access it on the internet from various computers or whatnot, you can use Amazon Workspaces to do that. They charge about $30 or $35 a month for that ability. There's a little confusion in their naming. They have their AWS system that you have to first create an account on, and although it has the same first letters, you then need to tell it you want to add Amazon Workspaces to it. That's different than AWS. So we see here that it's installing .NET 40. So with the Amazon, you're able to, it's kind of like Citrix. You would have a separate Amazon Workspaces routine on your desktop that you would run, and then it communicates with the web, and then boom, you have this virtual PC that you can install DashBook to, by downloading the setup, because it comes with a browser, IE8. You could download the trial and run the DashBook setup directly in that virtual PC. Thereafter, you'll have an actual DashBook to run, and you can do it that way. Went a little bit into detail on Amazon Workspaces. This is not what we're doing here now. And so the other way that is new for us here in, again, July 2016, is creating an app on the Mac using the Wine system. The Wine bottler, its job is just to bundle everything together so that you just have to click DashBook app, or in this case, DashBook New Run app, and DashBook will run. Wine is not an emulator. You don't need Windows. What it does is translates when DashBook asks for the operating system to do something. Wine is an intermediary and tells the Mac operating system or Linux operating system to do it. And it turns out that it's much faster than running it via Parallels. So we have clients who are liking that. This isn't a perfect system. We're not sure about all of the issues we're learning as we go. We have a client using Crossover that had some problem at one time making a report with PDF, but with Crossover, they have support. You're paying about $50 a month. I mean, not a month. You pay about $50 to have a system, and you can ask them questions. But again, this wine bottler, as you can see, it's free. I just downloaded it. Now, we said hide most dialog, so that was able to install the little wine tricks, all the various little components of Windows that it might need. And now this is the DashBook installation. We're going to quickly go through, accept the terms. You'll want to read it. GPC is my name, and FSW is my organization. And C program files, Financial SoftWorks DashBook, that's fine. 6.5 today. And about the only thing that we would want to do is not run DashBook from this. I just don't know what that would do. And so it's finished. Now here, this is a critical part. You see there's a drop down here. This is the file to run when you click the app. For some reason, it makes all these extra things temporary files. A QB connector is a way to connect to QuickBooks if you're using, say, QuickBooks Online Edition. There's DashBook, but this is not in the right place. We want this DashBook up here. You may not see them all. You may have to use the arrow keys to scroll through, even though you don't see a scroll bar. So this is what we want. Program files, Financial SoftWorks DashBook v6.5 setup. You only have to go through this setup that I've done once. And that's it. We're done. Now, we're done with the wine system, the wine bottler. We need to find DashBook. Here, Finder. Let's go to, let me see, I think I've got Finder up already. Now if I just click the D, there's a dashboard. That's not it. DashBook New Run is the one I called. See, today, 931 megabytes. And now when we click it, I'm expecting an initial error for something called Run DLL32. I put in a support request for Wine Bottler to find out why that didn't happen. But let's double click this, and I'm expecting to see that error. So Wine is doing a configuration, Run DLL32 in .NET initialization, unable to find a version of this runtime. Fortunately, that's not a problem. We just click through it and DashBook is coming up. Here's a DashBook trial. Do you want to register it now? We do not. And it started off with an older version that it's upgrading. That's curious. And here we are. So the initial one's fine. It's going to start off with a DashBook MDB. We can choose to upgrade that. That's curious. Somebody was saying there was an issue there. Let's just create a new one, and I'll overwrite that one. That's fine. Do you want to replace it? Yes. Now we have a brand new DashBook. We're going to have to upgrade the system. The trial is a little confused on what version it is, but creating a new one works now. And you can choose books or music or a combination. I'm just going to leave it as books now. And DashBook is running. That's it. The rest of the system would be in setup, so we can go into the products to create products, and customer orders. DashBook has the ability to import from sales reports from many different vendors or resellers, distributors, whether you're books or music, and we can create new import maps that read from these tabular files. So it's quite a large system that can do everything, and it is very affordable. That's all I wanted to show. Well, I can shut it down and show that the next time we run it, that it won't have that initial error. And the other thing is, I did notice that of these icons, you can freely choose any of them except this one that turns this dashboard on and off. Hitting that causes the program to stop under this wine system. But everything else seems to work fine. And we will help you populate all of your products. See, in DashBook, you hit the plus sign to create things and then list. We can you can manually enter information here, but we can import it all from spreadsheet. Contact us. We'll send you a template spreadsheet that you can fill out, and that will populate your database with your products, your royalty arrangements. See, there's when's the royalty start and how does it calculate. So all of that can be done. Cancel changes, get out of there, and it will be all set up for you, and then you'll be able to look around DashBook and see what you expect to see. So that's all. I wanted to show you that we can create this app that runs on Mac and doesn't require Windows. That's all it takes. Contact us. Again, our website is dashbook.com. Please contact us, and we will help you set up your system so you can manage your royalties for your authors, artists, songwriters,